just wanted to put a few thoughts out there, share some thoughts, I guess. I was listening to Kim from A Girl and Her Phone, and I like her morning talk. She sits on her porch and she shares a few thoughts. And she was revisiting, over the years, how she's gained weight and why that happened, and, how she got to the point where she felt, that it was important for her to lose weight. And very interesting talk. I will link her video below if you want to hear her. But got me thinking too, which this is something I've been thinking about lately, because, I'm starting this starch solution here in conjunction with WWPurple, and been doing it for about 3 or 4 days now, and I am enjoying it. And I think it takes some getting used to, I think, because there's a lot of things that, you let go, that things that I want to include out of habit, all the cream cheeses and, the butter substitutes and the, even the yogurts and stuff like that. That's not, on the program. And, eggs and things like that. I mean, it is very much out of the box of what I've been doing. But what drove me to the point where I feel like I could do this now? And I'll tell you, there's only been, a few times in my life where I felt like this is it. I've had it. And now I'm going to do whatever it takes, right? To get to where I need to be in my weight loss journey. And really, it's more than a weight loss journey, because at the time when I say that's it, I've had it, it's usually a health journey that brings me to that point. I remember many years ago, I was pretty heavy, probably one of my heaviest points, and I had to lose at least, I want to say 60 pounds, 55, 60 pounds. And I'm 5'3", I'm not very tall, I'm petite, so it really adds up quick on my frame. And I had gotten to the point where carrying the extra weight had caused problems in my back. And every time I would lay down, I'd lay down on the ground to watch TV in the living room, just kind of relax at the time. And then when I found it was time to get up, I couldn't get up. And it would throw my back out to try to get up. And I'd have to lay there until my husband could, or my son would extend their hand to me and help me just jolt up really fast. And then it was just it was suffering. It was not fun. And so I went to the doctor and said, "What's up with my back? What's going on?" And I remember it was a doctor at, we were on base at the time. My husband was in the military, and it was like a training base. And so they had interns with them. And I was so humiliated because the doctor that was attending me said, well, you could stand to lose a little weight, this is probably the problem. And I was so embarrassed because not only had he said that in front of my husband, because my husband and my son were around the corner, it was that's how it was set up. But he said that in front of the intern, and I was just really embarrassed, because it felt like he was putting it back on me, saying, this isn't my problem, it's your problem. And you let it get to this point. And I was so mad at him. I remember the look on my husband's face was like, oh boy, he just stepped in it, and I was so angry. What he ended up doing was sending me to physical therapy, and they taught me to work out and, use Nautilus machines and things like that to strengthen my back. And he also sent me to a dietitian. That was just another double whammy, on the pride scale. But I learned something very important back then, and that was that it really is, it is on me, ultimately. Now, all of that came to light recently because I've been having all this knee trouble in my left knee. I, tore a tendon, I'm just doing the best I can with it. The doctor who found that, plus he said there's arthritis behind that knee. I have noticed it showing up in other joints as well. And he sent me to physical therapy, but they have not called me yet. I'm waiting for them to call me back on the referral. And it's been a week, I still haven't heard back from them. I'm going to try to bother them again. They said they're still waiting for the referral to come over. And so, the fact that this has come up a few times in fairly recently, about medical issues where I get sent to other specialists, and it's the waiting game, sometimes for months, and some of them are unresolved still. And it's really occurred to me the thought, if I had to wait for them, I'm not grateful, for the medical, help that's out there, because they are a big blessing and they've made such a difference. But if I have to wait on the system of healthcare to save me, then, you know what I mean? It really is on me as much as possible. And so I've come to that point recently that, yes, my knee is in trouble. I'm watching YouTube videos about therapy and things like that. But another thing that and here I'm thinking, okay, if I'm 20, 30, 50, whatever it is, pounds heavier, and I'm walking on my knees, and I'm walking on my back, and I'm walking on my body, what kind of stress is that putting on myself over time, even if it's a little bit, right? It's over time. And as we get older, I'm 54 now, that fatigue starts showing up, and that stress starts showing up in these ways. And if it's up to me, and it is ultimately, it's up to me that, either the doctor's going to give me some sort of pain medication to deal with it, steroid shots, or some sort of pain management to deal with it, or meds, or I can get to the root of the problem myself and go, you know what, let's take off some of this weight and put it down off of my body, lower the stress, concentrate on making you stronger, put better nutrition in my body, get some rest. Start that health management. It will prevent having to rely on others, for the pain management. And that's, it's really that you can only do so much with pain management, but you don't want the inflammation, especially at the start of flu season with this, terrible thing going around, that really preys on inflammation that's already in the body. So, it really goes back to me. So anyway, that's just a thought there. The reason why I have decided to go ahead and try the starch solution and really, really apply myself. And that's what drives me to use, alternatives and to stick with the plan. It's because I realize it is up to me. It really is up to me. I could be waiting on a call that will never come for somebody else to try to help me. And the most they could try to do is manage what I have. And getting to the root of the problem really is on my shoulders. And so that's why I've decided to do this. Anyway, just wanted to put a few thoughts out there. And we all have our own reasons why we're on our health journey. And I encourage you to think about yours and what that is and what's driving you to really do this, and what kind of result you're really looking for. Are you looking to manage the pain, or are you looking to manage your health? Okay, guys, I love you, and I will see you later.